What's up, everybody? This is Versus. I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. This week is it's episode 63, by the way. But this is like a very special week because, like, I like to pride myself on being on the cutting edge of sociological struggles and stuff like that. And like, I know you're not allowed to call yourself an ally, but I like to hope that the LGBTQ plus community thinks I'm an ally. But this movie really fucked me up. Will.
I'm kind of there right with you here.
Yeah.
I know. Like this airs literally on the last day of Pride Month.
What a way to go out!
But this film, there's nothing to be proud about.
Yeah, this is the if you want to not celebrate Pride, come with us as we watch Dead Don't Die in Dallas, or Kicking Zombie Ass for Jesus.
Where is everyone?
I don't know. Something's wrong. I feel it. McNeely! You okay?
This super drug boosts these cells until the body becomes immune to all viral infectious diseases.
Let's get to the car!
If we don't get into the hospital, he's gonna die.
You better head out soon, because they're heading this way, mister. A lot of them.
We gotta find somewhere to hide.
You go your way, and we'll go ours.
I saw first.
No, I saw it. Catch him.
Not cool, girl. This is the workplace.
It's against God's law.
If we don't get into the hospital, he's gonna die.
I'm still Ethan. I'm still your son. We need to work together as a team, or there's the door.
They're trannies. No, those are zombies.
Zombies?
Zombies, really?
Hello? They're ugly, they smell bad, they're mean, they walk around looking all rotted and gross. What else should I call them? Kesha?
And that's the trailer for The Dead Don't Die in Dallas. Geez, like I'm gonna just tread lightly because like I don't want to trip myself up. But this movie's like what I said when I reviewed it. It's you said in your review, like it's like an indie horror comedy that isn't funny. That's accurate, but it still has like that flair. Like they think they're hilarious. Like they think they're being hilarious. It's like it's not funny, and like I don't know if I'm allowed to say it's insulting because they're clearly part of the community and I'm not. But I feel insulted on behalf of people that they feel they're representing. It's fucking me up talking about it.
Okay, then let me step in because I have some opinions. If we go down, we're going down together.
Okay.
First of all, if Caitlyn Jenner has proven anything, it's that you can be part of a community and still be a humongous piece of shit where that community will turn on you. And I feel that this is definitely an instance where if anyone from this community, if anyone from the LGBT, plus and the alphabet community, I'll call it because I'm going to forget a letter and be known as insulted. But anyone from the alphabet community sees this, they're going to be pissed off. I don't like a little behind the scenes on here. When we were taping this, we watched somehow a trailer that was in some kind of Asian language.
It's Korean. I know that. It was Korean.
It was the Korean trailer. The fact that there was I don't know which is more troubling. The word Tromby or the fact that there's a Korean word for Trombi translated in the trailer.
Trombies?
That, I don't know which is more troubling in that regard. But like you said, John, this film is attempting to do is attempting to tread on a road that John Waters expertly tread upon. But the thing is that John Waters did so from a position not only of understanding the humor that he was doing, understanding the community that he was troping and ribbing, but he did so with a cast that was at least competent. And let's face it, folks, William Belly is definitely no divine. So no, this film is a massive fuck up on multiple occasions, on multiple fronts.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can get into like the basic. It's the most basic plot, and they do rip off stuff from like other movies,
better movies,
which I will get to several times. So we have like, you saw in the trailer, there is a new super drug that cures everything.
We're here celebrating the release of a brand new pill called Anteria that's changing history as we
This
know it.
magic pill generates lymphocytes, which are the cells in the body's immune system. Unlike other medications, this super drug boosts these cells until the body becomes immune to all viral infectious diseases.
Cures everything, but it turns you into a zombie. It didn't get the right trials because everyone takes it because everyone wants to just be immune from all these diseases. So like the majority of the population gets turned into zombies, but a bunch of people, like religious zealots and people that just weren't paying attention, didn't take the pill. So they're the survivors. One of them is a preacher, like a Westboro Baptist Church style preacher. And his family, and of course, just to drive the plot along, his son is gay. Ethan, his son, is gay.
So the thing that like troubles me about this is letting go of the fact that the preacher looks like a certain ex-member of this community, which we're not going to go into as much as I want to joke about that.
Fitting.
But yeah, but it's the fact that not only is his son is gay, but in a loving relationship. His wife, if I'm remembering correctly, because again, I saw this movie at like really late at night, but she has two separate lovers in this film. She's been like, peddling her wares up and down Main Street here. And somehow she is seen as the lesser evil. So it's like this for a film that like is supposed to be targeted at like as like the community being the heroes of essentially the heroes of the story. They are villainized repeatedly in this, and there's on multiple occasions the dialogue or the actions of the characters proves the religious right correct, and that alone makes me uncomfortable. It's like
that's kind of what I was getting at. It's like I feel like I don't want to throw. I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't want to throw out words like minstrel show, but it's kind of like a. None of the characters are transgender. They're drag queens, I guess. But it's like a drag queen minstrel show. Is basically what this movie turns into at several points during the show.
Girl, aren't you glad to be off this weekend?
Oh, I am so glad. You know that Dr. Lachio, he sexually harasses me.
During the movie.
Which, again, this is something that John Waters has toyed with. Like the original Hairspray, half the time was exactly that. It was kind of throwing that in your face. But the thing is that John Waters only had the balls to do it right. He had the confidence in doing it. You can make cancelable jokes and make it funny if you're confident in it, and if you can stand up to it. And they have no confidence in their own material.
Right, like this movie feels ad-libbed the same way Female Trouble kind of feels ad-libbed. But I will watch Female Trouble and not feel uncomfortable. You know,
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're 100% right. But yeah, so William Belly plays or Willem, whatever their
No, it's William Belly. Like I don't know.
There's a stage name where there's a stage name where it's Willem as well in other movies they're in. Plays Beth Ann Fetterman, who is I'm presented in the movie as a drag queen, because they are not they are presenting as a woman, but they are also referred to as a gay man, and they don't correct anybody. So
which I don't know if that was a choice or the fact that they just were not confident.
I don't know how the script could just be that fucked up. I don't know, but also that is also a identity somebody could have, so it's fine. But look, don't come after me. It's fine. I support all of this. I just don't support this movie.
No.
So yeah, so that's the main protagonist is Beth Ann, a hairdresser who gets caught up in the middle of this, but she survives, and the religious zealot family survives, and they stumble across other survivors, and every survivor is either like a redneck or some niche member of the LGBTQ community. It's one or the other. I don't think there are any characters that are just like me. Hey, I'm here too. There's no core Americans. It's either rednecks or this community. And
here's the thing that bothers me is that the rednecks are somehow smart, are the smart people. This film quickly turns into Birth of a Nation, where all of a sudden the Klan is the heroes. And this is just ridiculous. The first real redneck we see appears as as a Jesus-like figure, handing Angel Martinez's character a gun.
Phil, which is I'll get into Phil. I'll get into Phil in a second. But yeah, and then because Phil, because he hands Phil the gun because Phil has been bit. But Phil makes one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen in a horror movie, in that
fights a zombie.
Fist fights boxes a zombie, and the zombie boxes them back.
And beats the shit out of them.
But the thing is, Phil throws away a gun that works prior to boxing the zombie. And wins, but punches them in the mouth and gets their hand bitten. Somebody wrote that, was this is a good idea.
This is the part that's John, I'm going to confess something. I have never wanted to turn one of these movies off before. I have stuck with these through thick and thin, every Louisa Warren fucking movie. I have never wanted to turn off. This is the first time my finger was right over the exit button. It's why am I doing this to myself? This is the first time I've ever questioned, why am I doing this myself? This person literally not just punches through the zombie, takes the zombie's heart, still beating heart, and then somehow still gets bitten.
Yeah.
and then then fucking NRA Jesus, NRA Jesus shows up, hands them a 6-shooter so they can blow their head off. And then we find out just what kind of dumb piece of shit redneck Jesus is.
Yeah, they're like the hero. They're like the saviors. They're the Deus Ex Machina. It's like a militia.
Hate when something like that happens.
I mean,
it shows up at the 11th hour to save everybody.
But here's the thing, John. If the film would have ended right there, I think I would have respected this film a little bit more. But the fact it keeps going for like another 20 minutes after that.
Well, you've got to resolve the fact that the gay son is accepted by his mother.
It's not okay. It was so wrong. No matter what happens, you're Ethan. You're my son.
And then right as she accepts him, she gets bitten by the zombie. It was a guy who was turning, like the Matt Frewer character from Dawn of the Dead. And they chain him up, but they somehow let him go.
I remember when you were just...
And they could have just killed him, but they didn't. Whatever.
And isn't the guy who was turning the guy who created the drug in the first place?
No, but he took it.
Okay.
But he's also part of the 2 people that were looting the Martinez household. But whatever. I'm not going to get into every tiny offshoot of this.
No, because
mom's like, there's a nice message like love your gay children. That's cool. My heart bleeds. Mom gets killed anyway. And then they wrap it all up, and they go back, and then they rip off the ending of the remake of Night of the Living Dead, where the piece of shit character comes out and the protagonist shoots him.
Beth Ann, you're okay? You're back? Are there any survivors?
Nope. It's like, it was just a rat. It's like, we've seen this done better. Come on.
At that point, that's the only time they take a clear stance as to whose side we're supposed to be on. But by that time, the damage has been firmly done. I have never seen a film vacillate between hate gay people and support your local NRA and neither side be right.
Yeah, they clearly they're shitting on the Westboro Baptist Church, they're shitting on them without stating who they're talking about, and there's definitely some good points made, but it's lost in the shuffle of all the damaging, like I said, exploitational shit that they do around all that stuff.
Right, and I'm baffled by this entire movie. Look, I understand that ITN clearly has no typical vetting process, that they will just put out fucking anything. I think everything that we saw from the American Ripper dude kind of proves that they don't actually have a good vetting process here.
You mean our boy Chuck Morangiello?
Yes, our boy Chuck, But dear Lord, this one is the first one that made me think maybe they should. If you want to put out, if you want to hire Louisa Warren, fine. If you want to hire our boy Chuck, that's a choice. But this is a stroke too far at that point.
Yeah, I agree, but let me just say a few positive things. Practical effects are pretty good. Some of the characters are tolerable, and actually there are some good points buried in all this stuff. So it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but good God, let's get to these ratings. Will, you go first.
Kind of like what John said, this, with all said and done, with as blatant offensively this movie was handled, there are some takeaways to be had. Like they could have made this, they could have like turned this into The Mist really quickly, and they chose not to do that, which maybe they had, maybe they had the one brain cell left after like snorting all of the coke that they had in Pennsylvania to like do this, but who the fuck knows? So at the end of the day, at least there's no shitty, CGI. At least they attempted at the end to be on the right side of history. So 1.5.
All right. I'm in the same boat. I do think there might have been a little bit of shitty CGI, but it was like, it was just to add extra blood. So whatever. It wasn't like we saw like, the shitty ITN CGI we are going to see. It's coming. But yeah, you're right. Like, I feel like this movie, like its heart is in the right place, but like there was like the director just let shit go, which I feel like part of the director's job is to like not let that shit go, like have a vision and keep it like tight. And that was not happening, but I understand at least. So I'm at a 2.
Yeah, the heart was in the right place, but like this is a heart that was like, that clearly needs a bypass because it is clogged with shit.
Yeah. That'll do it for Versus this week. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to this website right here. That's the Letterboxd challenge we're doing this year. That's the 2025 Why We Love Horror Letterboxd challenge. We'd appreciate it. You'll love it. Schedule here, Monday Versus. You're watching it. Thank you for watching this. This is the episode that's going to turn the tide. I feel it. It's just us and I, these two straight men waxing poetic on the insult being done to the LGBTQ plus community. Guaranteed, this is going to turn. We're going to turn a corner here on this video. They're like, wow, these two guys, wow. At the end of Pride Month, they really sent us off exactly the way we wanted to be sent off. However, my daughter does a show tomorrow that like is absolutely just the most basic show, and I'm not criticizing her, but people tend to love it. Just 8 minutes of her talking, ad-libbing about a movie. Why Liv Loves Horror. Wednesday is Aaron Unwinds. He's still going through the Friday the 13th franchise. Thursday, the Why We Love Horror, a Letterboxd Challenge watch-along show. What are we doing this week? Oh, movies about drugs. You'll love it. And then Friday, I'm going to air the all 2 hours of the Why We Love Horror Free for all. Why Love Horror Trivia Free for all. You'll love it. Just watch it in segments. Watch it with the whole family. But until next time, I'm JWMaher, and that's Will Cohen. This has been Versus. More ITN stuff next week.